I see this land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Hey, buddy. I've become Nerevarine, or named Nerevarine, by 3 of the Ashlanders. I think that there is one more that I have to go to, but I have no idea where it might be. Let me look at my world map. I guess I could go back to Air Shulaku and talk to the people there and find out. Let's see. Wait, what was this one? Oh, this one is a camp? Hold on. I think that might be it. Hey, buddy, can we talk for a second?
May you find me worthy of your attention.
Are you just that much taller than me? The Ashimashu owe you great thanks, Nerevarine. We wish you well. I think I found the camp, though, y'all. That might be it. Let's see. You don't have something about camps? I guess you don't. Alright, well, I'll go to that one. Hopefully that is it. I should be able to recall. I'll be closer then.
May you find me worthy of your attention.
Hey, buddy, what are you doing back here? I thought y'all was staying over there. Hey, buddy.
What do you want of me, Outlander?
Nothing, buddy. I appreciate your time, though. Okay. Hey, buddy. All right, on the road again. So I do have to go south. Where is it again? Oh, shoot, I lost it, y'all. Oh, there it is. Okay. I have been here before. I've been to all the camps. Oh, goodness. I've been to them all and I didn't even remember. All right, here we go. Oh, Lord, a winged twilight. Please don't see me. Please do not see me. Ah, she saw me. She definitely saw me. I'm not even headed in the right direction. I do not need all of that. I don't necessarily need the map to be up all the time, but I do need a compass in Morrowind. I definitely do. I'm sure there are mods that change the HUD in Morrowind, you know. Woo. I wonder what's the lore reason behind why Morrowind doesn't have individual transportation like a horse. I mean, I know that their fauna is different, so I don't expect a horse, but they must have thought to domesticate at least one of these animals to ride. You know, besides a Silstrider, of course. Goodness, look at all these areas, these little pockets of areas where I didn't go. That's one thing that I really do appreciate about Morrowind is that the map, you fill it out, and I wish that there were more. I wish more RPGs had maps like that. That way I know where I've been and I know where I haven't been. Oh, Lord. Leave me alone, buddy. I hope I don't have to protect any wise women or any Telvanni nobles. I hope I don't have any followers this time, because followers in Morrowind, they stink. You gotta protect them and they're so vulnerable. Buddy, I don't have any business with you, okay? Oh, Lord. I shouldn't have even looked at him. That was my mistake. I looked at him. Woo. Morrowind just seems like a much more dangerous place than any of the other areas in the Elder Scrolls. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Skyrim's more dangerous because of the dragons, but I feel like I run into more enemies in Morrowind than I do in any other one. Look! Oh my Lord, look at him. Buddy, I got no business fighting you. I'll tell you what, I'm a really big level, and it's too much for you, I'll tell you that. I'm doing you a favor running away. I'm doing you the favor. Oh my Lord, look at the enemies I've gathered up. Trust me, I'm doing you the favor. I should have just went to Phos and took a boat. Oh Lord. Oh man, I didn't think about these mountains or them. That's gonna hurt me. Ouch. Goodness, they really want me. I didn't do anything to them. I did not touch them. Acting up like that. Whew. I don't quite understand why I have to be recognized as Nerevarine, you know? Like, whatever the Nerevarine does, why can't I just prove it through my deeds? Like they said at the, Zeneb camp. He said, we don't need the name, we need the deeds. And I agreed with him. Definitely need the deeds over the name. Who cares about the name if you don't get the deeds? Also, it seems like the deeds have a lot to do with culture and society of Morrowind. How am I supposed to shift that in one playthrough? Like, what is the end game here? I'm assuming I have to do something with the 6th house, since they are rising again. It probably has to do with them, the end game. Hey, buddy. All right, buddy. All right, chill. I don't have good fatigue, you know, and that's really important. Can you chill? Oh, he paralyzed me. Can you quit? Can you quit doing all that? Ow! I don't know how he died. I didn't even swing at him. All right, I do need your frost salts because they restore magicka. I don't know what happened to him. It wasn't me. Oh, Lord. I think I might need to rest a little. Let me just rest in the middle of the road for an hour. Well, more than an hour. Oh, no. That was a mistake. Oh, Lord. How close? Okay, I just have to kind of follow this road. Oh, Lord. All right, do I have to cross this bridge? Should I? Yeah. Wait. No. Oh, okay, wait. I have to. I don't got it. Oh, Lord. Why does it have to make it? Why does it have to be making all those noises right above the lava? Unnecessary. Alrighty. Well, hopefully they don't come attack me while I'm resting. Man, I just have a straight way and they're in the middle of it. I'm just gonna run past them. Hey, buddies. I guess my fame does not extend to these individual Ashlanders. They still hate me. Which is too bad. I only want to do good. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, my Lord. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I should have levitated here. I'll tell you what. That's what I should have done. Okay, it's right above this rise. I really wish they wouldn't follow for so long. Oh, these are those pages. Should I pick them up? No. Oh, my Lord. There was another one over there, so... Oop, frozen, buddy. Whew. Oh. No, take. Oh, my Lord. Take. Oh, wait, right there, too. Can't read any of these, but somebody probably wants them. I can't remember. Did I accept this quest? Okay, I don't see... Oh, him? I'm not worried about him. I say as I go after him. All right. Yeah, I don't know what the pages are all about. I don't know who might want them. Okay, I'm right on top of it. Where are they? Ah, right there. Well, that's a big yurt. Hey, buddy. I'm new in town.
What do you want of me, Outlander?
Hey, you are the Outlander who claims to be the Nerevarine. You find no welcome here, I'm afraid. No welcome, buddy. We know about the prophecies. Our Ash Khan and Golak Khan say they are foolish superstition. There will be trouble if you speak with them. Perhaps you should speak with our wise woman, Manare. Thank you, buddy. Hey, buddy. Why won't I be welcomed? All right, I'll speak with her.
Please join me.
All right. Hey, buddies. I'm just looking for the wise woman.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Hey, buddy. Nope.
There's someone watching you.
Well, oh, there we go. Hey, buddy. I was
Yes,
told.
Outlander, how do you do?
Hey, buddy. I was told I wouldn't be welcomed here. I am Manare, wise woman of the Era Ben Nimsun. You are the Outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. Do you need my services or do you seek my counsel? Both, buddy. You wish to be named Era Ben Nimsun Nerevarine? Never. Not while the Ashkan Uleth Pal and his war-loving Ibn Nusun live. They all hate Outlanders and are proud and haughty, and will never suffer an Outlander to rule them. If you would be Nerevarine of the Era Ben Nisan, you must kill Uleth Pal and his supporters and the Golok Khans Ahas, Ranabeni, and Ashu Ahi. Then you must help me make peace-loving Era Ben Nisam Golok Khan Han Amu our Ashkan. Ashkan Han Amu could then name you Nerevarine Era Ben Nisan. Buddy, I gotta kill your leader in order to... Oh my lord, okay. But before anything else can be done, you must first eliminate Utheth Pal and his supporters. Then you can come speak with me and we will discuss further how you might be named Nerevarine. I'm hearing you, buddy. What's your counsel? If you could fight Ashkan Uthanpal and his supporters, know your enemy and come prepared. His supporters are the Golok Khans, Ahas, Ranibi, and Asha Ahi. They are the strongest of the fighting Era Benu's son. I think you will defeat Ranabi and Ashu Ahi in single combat. But if you stand alone against Uthanpal and his bodyguard Ahas, you may not prevail. If you have hidden skills or resources, or if you're a mighty sorcerer, or enchanter, perhaps you may defeat them. No, I am not. I do need to repair my weapon. Can you help me with that? I'll buy these up off you. Yeah, I'll buy that. I don't need Blight, because I'm already... Oh, okay. Wait, I gotta go up from there, not down. Oh, man. Alright, thank you, buddy. Wait, did you have... No. That's everything that you have, huh, buddy? That is too bad, because I needed to repair my weapons. That is too bad. Alright. Why are y'all so war-loving? Under the previous Ashkan, Han Amu's father. Oh, so why is Han Anu not Ashkan? Erin Amu, the Era Ben Nisam grew bold and arrogant, confident in their strength and arms. Now Ashkan Ulithpal and his champions have become cruel and violent, and our people live in fear. I am a peace-loving Era Ben Nusan, and I wish that Erin Amu's son, Han Amu, might become our new Ashkan, but we are weak. And Han Amu could never challenge Ulithpal, let alone all of his supporters. Well, buddy, maybe he shouldn't rule then, if he is weak. Back in the previous camp, the, what do you call the underlings under the Ashkan, the Golok Khan, said that they were weak as children or ashamed that they were ruling, so I don't know. Alright, so I have to kill Ulithpal and his supporters, his Golok Khans. Okay. I'm hearing you, buddy, but I don't feel good about this idea. At least I don't have to go anywhere.
Go ahead,
I can stay right here. Hey, buddy. Alright, I gotta go to each Golok Khan and fight. Here we go. Hey, buddy.
Please, go ahead, Outlander.
It is a shame I gotta fight you, buddy. You seem friendly. You said you were listening. Hey, can you just leave? Can you just leave? No one cares about that. You just make us tired. Go away. Oh, you won't even listen to me? What if we were better friends? Now will you listen to me? No one cares. Go away. Oh, Lord. Well, we're 100 now. Nobody cares? But, buddy, I'm the Nerevarine. Nobody cares. Don't you want to live a better life? 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 Don't you want Oh, goodness. Okay. Nobody cares. Okay, well, I'm not gonna kill anybody right away. I'm gonna go talk to the Ashkan, see if... Hey, buddy, see if I can get him to listen to reason. You are the Outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies? What do you want? Very well, this problem has an easy solution. What do you mean, buddy? Problem has an easy solution. What if we are better friends? Aw, he's saying he'd love to. Look at how good of friends we are. It's been some time for him, and he's smiling at me, and I've got to kill him? Very well, that problem has an easy solution. Oh, buddy, but wait. That problem has an easy solution. We're already down again. Oh, I think she's right. I have to... This sucks, but it's for the greater good. I have to destroy him so I can save the rest of the people of Morrowind. I'm gonna taunt him. Oh, I'll intimidate. Oh, he liked the intimidation. He says, I didn't really mean it. Oh, buddy, well, I'm gonna have to taunt then. I'm not sure I like this tone. What else do you want? Oh, you know, get him down really fast. I'll just mention the Nerevarine prophecies. He hates that. All right, now I'm gonna taunt him some more. Ooh, that does it. Oh, he's done with me.
I have
Ooh,
you.
hey, buddy. He resisted magic. He's frozen, though. All right, buddy, now. All right, well, that was easy. Okay. Ooh, I want his stuff because he has the war axe of Erin Amu. That's special. I want that. There we go. What do you have, buddy? Fortify willpower. Okay, buddy. My journal is updated. I have slain one of the war-loving Ashlanders, but perhaps it would have been impossible to have friendly dealings with them or their leaders anyway. Is that enough that I killed the Ashkan? Do I have to kill everybody else? Surely not, right? Ashkan is defeated, so... Hey, buddy, are we done with them?
Join me.
Do you seek my counsel? Sure, buddy. If you would fight... I did fight him. Know your enemy, come prepared. His supporters are the Gullet Khans. Okay, so I do have to kill his supporters too? Well, that sucks. His supporters are Ahaz, who I think I killed. Okay, I got 2 more guys. Well, that really stinks. I wanted to not kill so many. Alright, you're one of them, buddy. I'm sorry. That's too bad. You have slain one of my people. You must pay for it with your life.
I have you.
Okay, I'm hearing you. Buddy, you're weak. You don't have armor on. You're so weak. You shouldn't have challenged me. Oh, look at this. Bit of hand. Look at that bit of hand. Racer back. They have cool stuff. That fortifies intelligence. Well, I'm assuming their stuff will be... I'm assuming their stuff will still be here because it's Morrowind, so I can come back for it. That really stinks, though, that I have to kill him. I gotta kill him, too. I think he's the last one. Hey, buddy. Yes, I have slain one of your people. Alright, you have armor, so you might be more difficult. Nobody else I thought had armor. Woo! Yeah, this bone melt armor is so good. Everybody who wears this is tough to beat. Alright, buddy. Mountain Spirit. Ooh, nice. 10 points of shield on self. What's the armor rating on my stuff? Oh, it's way better. I will take your restore health potions. Alright, buddy. Well, that really stinks. Did I get everybody, or do I gotta go into all these yurts? I'll just try each one. Alright. I know it's not him, right? No, I wasn't told about Marissa Pal either.
Please go ahead.
Go back to the wise woman. Hey, buddy. I think it's done. Now, with Ashkan Uthidpal and his supporters dead, we may consider the Nerevarine prophecies and how you might be named Nerevarine. I'm hearing you, buddy. Now, with Uthidpal and his supporters out of the way, it is a simple matter to be named Nerevarine of the Araben Nisan. All you need to do is persuade Gullik Khan Han Amu to become the Ashkan. Seek him out in his Gullik yurt, and be prepared, however, Han Amu is not material one who would choose when looking to make... Wait. Han Amu is not the material one would choose when looking to make an Ashkan. Yeah, he may be difficult to persuade. Yeah, he doesn't want it. And he's not suited for it.
I'm never too busy for good talk.
If he was suited for it, he would have defeated the previous Ashkan and took it. But he didn't want it. Oh, Lord. All right. Hey, buddies. Which one?
What do you want of me?
Hey, buddy. Hi, it's you that I'm looking for. No matter what Marane says, no matter what Manoray says, I'm not interested. I don't want to be Ashkan. I'm hearing you, buddy. I don't care what Manoray says. I don't want to be Ashkan. Everyone despises me. I am a weakling and a coward and a fool. And I thought I was self-deprecating. I hate it, but it's true. I just want to be left alone. I'm hearing you, buddy, but you gotta rise up for your people's sake. Yes, I recognize it. It is the war axe of my father, the war axe of Aaron Amu. Oh, I'm giving it to him? Ulithpal had it from my father and carried it as Ashkan. But what does that have to do with my wanting to be Ashkan? All right, I'm going to give him the axe and make a little speech. Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the axe that gives strength in war, and it is the idea of the axe that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who bears the Ashkan who accepts the responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. This is a sobering lesson, and I must give it thought. Oh, I said all that? I'm very eloquent. All right, my journal has been updated. I have given Han Amu the war axe of Aaron Amu and made a little speech about strength and symbols and responsibility. I believe he has taken the lesson to heart and will consider accepting his responsibility as Ashkan and consider naming me Nerevarine. Well, that's perfect, buddy.
Please, go ahead, Outlander. I'm listening.
Hey, buddy. Well, I would like for you to name me Nerevarine, please. You have killed Uthrapal and his supporters, so you killed him just because of these prophecies? You're mad. I tell you, I am not the Ashkan, and I do not want to be the Ashkan. But, buddy, you're already the Ashkan. Please, I don't want to be the Ashkan. Don't you understand? I wouldn't be any good at it. Don't you understand? I wouldn't be any good at it. I'm going to be a complete failure. Everyone will hate me, even more than they do now. Please, I just want to be left alone. Wait, buddy, I thought we already talked about this and you accepted... I don't understand. You accepted the axe and everything and now you're turning back on the deal? What the heck happened? Oh, you like gold, huh? I don't understand. What the heck happened? Be Ashkan. What is happening? I gave you the axe and everything, and I did the little speech with you. Oh my lord, I gotta go talk to the wise woman about this.
Walk with virtue.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, he's not budging. He is not budging. Wait. If you hope to persuade Han Amu to be Ashkan, you must find some way to give him strength, willpower, and intelligence. Han Amu is unpopular with the tribe, and he knows it. But if he bore tokens recognized by all the tribe as conferring strength, willpower, and intelligence, it would give him the confidence to accept the responsibilities of tribe leadership. Well, what are these tokens? By tokens, I mean well-known tribal heirlooms, objects of power handed down through generations by Gullik Khans and Ashkans. Such tokens are marks of power and distinction and might give Han Amu the abilities and confidence he needs. Wait, are they offered by the people, these tokens? I guess I could get these tokens for him. Tribal heirlooms, okay.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Wait, do you have one? Probably not, because if I ask you about tokens, you'll say the same thing, huh? Hey, buddy, do you got a token? You have slain one of my people and must pay with your life.
I'm never too
Oh,
busy.
Lord, okay, okay, now I got everybody mad at me. I don't...
There is no escape.
Buddy? Things are going not so well.
Yes, Outlander, how do you do?
Hey, things aren't going very well out there. And I don't know where these tokens are. Where are they? Oh my lord. It says he'll consider it, so he's not... Oh my lord, where do I get these tokens? This is very bad. I've gotten everybody mad at me. They really do love war out there. They really do. And they're fighting me. I don't want to have to kill anybody else. Okay, leave me alone. I gotta talk to everybody. Oh my lord, everybody hates me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't talk to I can't talk to anybody. I cannot talk to anybody. Hey, buddy. At least you're calm. Yes, I'm the Outlander that claims to be the Nerevarine, and I'm looking for tokens. We know of the prophecies. Yeah, I know, but I already spoke to the wise woman, and I was supposed to be doing this token thing, and everybody outside hates me now. Oh, help.
Where's that slave?
Hey, buddy, things are not working out for me. They are not. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I don't know where to get these tokens.
Yes, Outlander. How
Very
do you
upset. Help. I'm not talking to anybody else outside, that's for sure. Okay, hey, can you help out? I'm definitely not welcome here. I'm looking for tokens. Oh lord, she doesn't have any information on tokens either. What's your background? Where do I get these tokens? Let me go back to the wise woman. Talk to her again about that. Oh my lord, help. I prefer not to. Oh my lord. Buddy, things are not looking so good out there. Can we talk about these tokens again? Okay. Tribal heirlooms, symbols of power, by Gulak Khans and Ash Khans. Oh, maybe the Gulak Khans have them? Excuse me. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Heirlooms, symbols of power. Okay, maybe these hands. Okay. Maybe his weapon. Okay. All right, let's look at him. All right, he has one special thing, which is Mountain Spirit. All right. Oh my gosh. Buddy, things are looking real bad out there, so you better want to be Ash Khan. That's all I have to say to you. I know you say you don't want to, but yes, I recognize it. Ranabi wore that robe. Okay, good, I got it. Okay, the robe of Erenden the Wise. It was handed down to Ranabi through his family, but what does that have to do with me wanting to be Ash Khan? It would make you wise, right? Thank you, your lesson is clear. The robe gives wisdom in council. It is the idea that the robe gives confidence to the tribe, but it is the Ashkan who wears the robe, the Ashkan who accepts the responsibility and safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. This is a sobering lesson, and I must think it through. All right, he's wearing the robe now, so he liked that. My journal has been updated. Okay. All right, so he took the robe. You don't want to be Ashkan. Oh my lord, what else do I need? Oh my gosh. Already took his armor. He didn't want his armor? Ah! Help! Help! I've gotten everybody upset with me. Right, is there anything in here? I can't take my magic hands out. What is happening? There we go. Alright, did you have something? Okay, you had the Heart of Fire and you had this, the wind. Alright, I'm taking that. Did you have anything else? No, nothing special looking. All right. Hey, buddies. Oh, my lord. Hey, I've got more stuff that you might want. Yes, I recognize it. Ahaz wore the amulet. Senate kills Heart of Fire. Ahaz took it from his father, and Ahaz's father had it from Kinatu Nella. Kinatu Nella had it from Senate kill. Okay, I don't need the whole history. I kind of do, though. A witch hunter. But what does that have to do with me wanting to be Ashkan? Well, buddy, if you have the trappings of an Ashcan, maybe you'll want to be Ashcan, right? Here you go, buddy. Thank you, your lesson is clear. It is the amulet that gives courage in battle. It is the idea that the amulet that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashcan who wears the amulet, the Ashcan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe. The Ashcan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. Now, with Ulithpal dead, I hold the fate of the tribe in my hands, and I must accept that responsibility. Thank you for your lesson. I shall be Ashcan of Erebinusum, and I shall name you Nerevarine. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Maiji Cat. I promise that as Ashcan, I shall do my best to amend the dark reputation of the Benusam. And now, my first action as chief, I name you Ubenusam Nerevarine, champion of the Ubenusam, protector of the people. You must go to the wise woman, Manare, and get from her the seizing of the Erebinusam, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer that the Erebinusam have named you Nerevarine. Thank you, buddy.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
Thank you, buddy. Okay. Why is everybody still mad at me? Stop. Stop! I'm Nerevarine! Y'all gotta tell people out there that I'm Nerevarine.
Yes, Outlander, how do you do?
So, Maiji Cat, you are called Nerevarine, and Han Amu is now our Ashcan. Many changes, many changes. Well, now, you are Erebinusam Nerevarine. Now perhaps we shall see what that means. You don't know what that means? You have persuaded him to accept his responsibilities. Now we will see if he grows in wisdom and becomes good and wise chief like his father. Buddy, I thought you were going to give me something. Are you not going to give me anything? I'm so confused. I have to get an enchanted heirloom from you. Oh my lord. Nerevarine prophecies? Yes. So Han Amu has accepted his responsibilities as Ashcan and has named you Nerevarine. Congratulations. And I must give you the seizing of the Erebinusam, a tribal heirloom that ought to be held by our chosen champion as a token that we named you Nerevarine. Here, take this enchanted token that all may know that you have been named Nerevarine and champion. Thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to try to put all the tokens on me.
Where's
All right.
that slave?
Hopefully everybody's cool with me now. No, they are not. Okay, I'm recalling. I don't even know where. Okay. Bye,
A
buddies.
warm welcome to you.
Hey, buddy. Oh, Lord, I made everybody over there mad at me. It's a shame. Okay.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
All right, so now I am Nerevarine. All right, I think that's it, right? That's all the camps? How come I didn't get the... Was I supposed to go back and talk to the chief? Oh, no. Maybe I was supposed to go back and talk to him. Oh, no, I didn't think to do that. Okay, well, oh, gosh, I'm going to go to Vos. Oh, keep messing up. I keep messing up. I just wanted to get out of there because they were fighting me. But maybe I do have to go back and make it official. I don't know. No, I don't, because I've got the thing now. Where should I go then? Were there more than 4 tribes? Oh, Lord. There might have been. Hold on. I got to go all the way back in time, y'all. All right. Nabani Mesa reminded me of the 4th trial of the 7 visions. A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls called him Horator. Okay, well, I know about the 3 halls call him Horator. Sulmetu's warrior test. Sulmetu gave me... Maybe I should go back to Sulmetu? Alright, maybe I should read the books, because this is a mystery to me over here. Let me look at the books. It would be in the prophecy, right? I got the prophecy, right? It's like a little note. Here we go, Lost Prophecy. No, this isn't the one. Stranger. The 7 curses, the 7 visions, maybe? Ah, yeah, here are the trials. Four tribes call him Nerevarine. I did 4 tribes. Well, I don't know what more I have to do. I did 4 tribes. I will go back to Vos because... Oh, look at him with his gore. That's so cute. I'm gonna leave them alone. Okay, well, I don't know, y'all. I did all 4 tribes. I'm just gonna head back to Vos and ignore him. I don't care about him. And, what is it? Where is Vos? Wait, that's Vos? Alright, buddy, I really want to be left alone. I'm trying to find a Soul Strider here, because I'm trying to actually go back to the Arshilaku camp, because I have questions. Oh, why y'all hurting him? What town is this? Which town am I in? Oh, I'm in Vos. Okay. Do y'all not have a boat or a Soul Strider? Because that sucks. Alright, I'm about to use one of my... Hold on. Do I have any more scrolls that can teleport me? Ah, here we go. Let's go. Okay, Wolverine Hall, it looks like. That is fine. I think that there is a boat here. I gotta walk a little ways, but there is a boat, I believe, in town. Hey, buddies. Hey, y'all. Alright. Oh, Lord. Woo! Ow. That hurt me. Hey, buddy, I need to go to Balmara. I got stuff to drop off, and I have to eventually go to the Arshilaku camp. Okay, I guess Talbanara. I don't know.
Do you want?
Can you bring me to Vivec, please? Travel to Vivec. Was there someone in Vivec, too, that, Nabani wanted me to talk to? I think she did say something about that. Let me look before I move on, since I'm already here. I think it was before Falora. There we go. Nabani Mesa is concerned that I did not fulfill the Nerevarine prophecy. She says she hears that a man Tolar Soyani, the leader of the temple, is desperate. Nabani asked me to go speak with him in the High Fane. Okay, well, I know Soyani. I'll go speak with him. But I did fulfill the prophecies. They just won't count it for some reason. I did the 4 tribes. I did the great houses. Is my game bugged? I am the Nerevarine. For some reason, I'm not getting a journal update for that, but I am. I want to eventually get to the temple, buddy, but I'll go to the arena first. Hey, buddy. Okay. I just don't get it. I've already been named Horator and Nerevarine. I should get a journal update for that. Hey, buddy, can I get some Rise and Force potions while I'm by you? Wait, what's going on here? No. Didn't you read the note? Until you are named Horator by the 3 houses and the Nerevarine by the 4 tribes, there is no point in discussing your claims. Now, go away before someone sees us talking. Well, buddy, we can't barter?
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
Oh, my lord. Now I'm locked out of getting Rise and Force potions? That's terrible. Hey, buddy, I need to talk to you. Thank you for coming, my Cat. You know the temple's doctrine on the Nerevarine. Perhaps it is time to change that doctrine. I would like to change that doctrine. The temple must protect the people from false doctrines, and your association with the Imperial Intelligence makes your motivations and integrity suspect. But we have reached a crisis with Dagoth-Ur. We can no longer defend the people against the weakened 6th house. We can no longer defend the people against the awakened 6th house. You and your prophecies may represent our last hope. Our situation is desperate, but I would rather have you hear the details of our situation and the circumstances leading up to that situation from Lord Vivec himself. Oh, I would love to. He asked to see you. Would you agree to a private meeting with him and hear in person what he has to say? Absolutely. Why would I say no to that? Good. Here are 2 keys, one to the private back entrance to my quarters and the other to a locked entrance to Lord Vivec's palace. I regret that at present, the ordinators are not completely under my control. So for now, I'll ask you to avoid confrontations with them. Lord Vivec is expecting you. His lordship is remarkably patient and perhaps would be better not to keep him waiting. Okay, buddy. Well, I'm glad he's remarkably patient. You're the one that they call Nerevarine. You are a heretic, and all who support you are heretics. You may think imperial law protects heretics, and you may be right, but some of the temple faithful care little for imperial law. I'm hearing you, buddy, so be careful is what you're telling me. All right, you gave me 2 keys.
This land suits you. We welcome you freely, Outlander.
Hey, buddy. All right, so I got 2 keys from him. One to his back room, he said. Nice. His private key. Ooh. The Hall of Justice. Okay, what does this do for me? Then I have this over here. Oh, I'm just in the common areas. What does that do for me that I got his backroom key? I probably shouldn't be walking up to any... Ooh, nice. I probably shouldn't be walking up to any ordinators. Hey, buddy, I'm just back in the High Fane. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. I gotta go to Vivec, he said. So, I'm going the back way, I guess, because I'm a heretic. If they find me, they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. But how am I supposed to get there from here? I can't. Hey, buddy. Oh, Lord. Hey. Oh, my goodness. Why do you give me this key? Oh, my Lord. I shouldn't go by them. I'm a heretic, y'all. I'm a heretic. No, definitely not. Okay. All right, good. I made it. Oh, Lord, I hope it's not guarded. That's going to be really bad for me. Okay, it doesn't look like, though. I'll do the shrine. Oh, 100 gold for a blessing? What? Oh. Here Vivec showed his generosity by filling the gentle waters of the palace with gold for the poor and destitute of Vivec City. Really? There's gold in there? I don't see any gold in there. I would go get it if there were. Trapped? What? Oh, my Lord. All right, well, should I untrap it first? I already got the key. Okay. All right. First things first. Oh, Lord. Hey, buddy. Whoo. Hey, Vivec. Nice to see you, buddy. Oh, I finally get to meet Vivec, y'all. Hey, buddy. I expected you. We have business, you and I. We do, buddy. When I was young like you, I was very impatient, so I will keep our business short. Then later, there will be time for other things. First, I propose you remove my curse upon the Nerevarine, end the persecution of the dissident priests, and proclaim to all Morrowind that Magicat is the incarnate and the Nerevarine, that prophesized savior of Morrowind, and the last hope to withstand the menace of Dagoth-Ur and the Sixth House. These things I will do, whether you wish or not. I'm hearing you, buddy. Now I propose to surrender to you the power and responsibility of defeating Dagoth-Ur. You may choose to refuse. I will not compel you. You will receive the power as a gift in the form of an artifact called Wraithguard. You may accept the gift and then do with it what you will. You will receive the responsibility as an oath. You may give your oath and then keep it or break it as you like. First, you will accept Wraithguard. First, will you accept Wraithguard as a gift? Ooh, absolutely, of course. Always like a gift. Good, sensible of you. And now, will you give your oath before all gods and men, before all the spirits visible and invisible, before my honor and your honor to dedicate yourself and Wraithguard to the defeat and destruction of Dagoth-Ur and the preservation of Morrowind and its people? Yes, of course, buddy. Not very sensible, but very good. What do you mean not very sensible? But very good? I was hoping for someone who would have no hesitation about making such an oath, and you will now have a brief momentary sensation of time passing. Time passing? Don't be alarmed. You are being taken out of time in order to avoid the unpleasant experience of learning how to use Wraithguard. It's unpleasant? It will be over before. Oh my Lord, there was a brief sensation of motion and total darkness floating, but without a sense of weight or direction before you know it. Now I will notify the temple that you are our champion. There shall be no more persecution of the dissident priests, and I hope both sides shall swiftly be reconciled. We have time for questions if you like, or you may leave if you wish, but I think there are at least 2 things you ought to know before you leave. how to use Wraith God, and how to defeat Dagoth-Ur. Okay, buddy. Why has a unique Dwemer artifact been removed from my inventory? What? Excuse me, buddy? To defeat Dagoth-Ur, go to Red Mountain to recover the artifact Hammer Sunder from the Gate Citadel Verminen. Then recover the artificial blade Keening. Then recover the artifact blade Keening. I think I have Keening from the Gate Citadel or Rosal. Then proceed with Wraith God, Sunder, and Keening to the Citadel of Dagoth-Ur. Within the Citadel, find the Heart of Larkhan. Use the 3 artifacts to sever Dagoth-Ur's connection to the Heart, and he will be destroyed. And the Blight ended on Morrowind. Oh. I gotta find the Heart of Larkhan. To destroy Dagoth-Ur, you must sever his connection with the Heart of Larkhan. To do this, strike the Heart, and with the artifact's hammer Sunder once. Then strike the Heart more than once with the artifact blade Keening. You must wear Wraith God, because you cannot handle either Sunder or Keening unless you are wearing Wraith God. That is the short, simple explanation. Here is the long, detailed explanation written down for your convenience. Read it, study it, commit it to memory. Oh Lord, okay, buddy. This is my plan to defeat Dagoth-Ur. Okay, what is your advice, buddy? You need to know where is Dagoth-Ur? What are Dagoth-Ur's plans? Who are Dagoth-Ur's servants? Who is Dagoth-Ur? What are Dagoth-Ur's powers? What is known about Dagoth-Ur's defenses? How I can prepare for a battle against Dagoth-Ur, and who can help? Oh my lord. We're gonna be here a while, y'all. Dagoth-Ur has never ventured out of the Heart Chamber, the place under Red Mountain where the Heart of Larkhan lies. It is there, or nearby, that he is constructing a new god, Akulakan, also known as the Second Neminium. Oh, like from Daggerfall. And those are his plans? We know nothing for sure, but we learn much from interrogating the Sixth House, cultists, and victims of dream compulsions, and from our study of Dagoth-Ur's actions. The Temple Scholars and Inquisitors have prepared a document, Dagoth-Ur's plans, that summarize what we know or suspect. Take this copy. It is also available in my library. Okay, thank you, buddy. Dagoth-Ur's defenses. Confer with the Ordinators and the Buoyant Ormagiers garrison Ghostgate for the latest information about the defenses of the citadels of Dagoth-Ur and his Hot-White kin. Dagoth-Ur is the former Lord High Counselor of Houth Dagoth. He is Lord Nerevar's generation, older than we, and a mighty sorcerer and enchanted in life. In his sustained shadow immortality, he appears to be highly intelligent, severely deluded immortal monster with unparalleled supernatural abilities. He appears by turn lucid and deranged, compassionate and bestial, profoundly wise and profoundly disordered. In short, he is a mad god. Oh Lord, he sounds so creepy. And his powers? He is able to send his mind into the dreams of susceptible victims across vast distances. The victims are either swayed by his compulsions or driven mad. He also seems nearly invulnerable to physical and magical harm. His flesh and the flesh of his followers evolves towards mutable magical form. Dagoth-Ur and the highest ranks can control the distorted manifestations of their flesh. Lower ranks lose control of their bodies and become mindless corpus monsters. Oh, buddy. His servants? Chief among his servants are the 7 brothers, the Ash Vampires, powerful Hot Whites, cunning sorcerers of old. These creatures appear to die, but always are revived at the heart. Somehow, Dagoth-Ur has conferred some portion of his immortality upon them, or perhaps they sustain themselves through more conventional sorcery. Oh, so he has a bunch of vampires? That's great. That's perfect. This is going to be a walk in the park. It's a good thing I can't catch vampirism. How do I defeat him again? I have given you a copy of my proposed plan. Read it, study it, and commit it to memory. I'm hearing you, buddy. Your library? I want your trust, willing cooperation. So I have had the priest make copies of a number of documents. They're here for you to read or take with you. Take a look at them. Help yourself. Prepare for war. Beyond the ghost fence, there is no safe place, no ally, no stockpile resources. Plan for retreat and replenishment. Quest for artifacts of power. Okay. In my library, I have available 2 conflicting accounts of the events of Red Mountain. My own true account and another false account common among the Ashlanders preserved in the Apocrypha. I don't care whether you believe my account or not. I leave it up to you to judge which is true. Who can help me? Ordinators and buoyant armigers stationed at Ghost Gate have the most practical knowledge of the nightmare world inside Ghost Fence. Seek them in my name for counsel and aid. Thank you, buddy. Lord, this is a lot. I gotta prepare, y'all. Where's your library, buddy? I'm over encumbered. Oh, thanks for that, buddy. Oh, only by 2. I'm okay. All right, if I just make like 1 thing, I should be all right. I could definitely make a restore speed. All right, was that enough by chance? Yes, okay. All right, buddy. Let me go find your library. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate you. Okay, that must be his library. His library is not that big. All right, get my magic hands out so I can see. All right, this is the plan. Nice. Plan to defeat Dagoth-Ur. For the past 20 years, the Tribunal has tried unsuccessfully to execute this plan. However, we failed because we were required to stage an assault and simultaneously maintain the Ghost Fence to prevent the threatened large-scale outbreak of Dagoth-Ur's blighted host. With the Nerevarine leading the assault, the Tribunal are free to devote their full energies to maintaining the Ghost Fence. This plan has a greater chance of success. Unfortunately, however, the loss of artifacts Sunder and Keening and the recent increase in Dagoth-Ur's strength poses new problems for the execution of the plan. Therefore, our proposed plan has the following 5 phrases. 1. A series of aggressive raids to scout inside Ghost Fence. 2. A series of aggressive raids to neutralize Dagoth-Ur Ash Vampire kin, to recover artifacts from the bodies of his kin. 3. Assault of the Great Citadel Venmainel to neutralize Dagoth Venmai and to recover the artifact Hammer Sunda. Okay, wait, okay, so Sunda is in the Gate Citadel Venmainel. Assault on the Gate Citadel or Drussil to neutralize Daedric Odris and recover the artifact Keening. I thought I had Keening. An assault on the Citadel Dagoth with the artifacts Wraithguard, Sunda, and Keening to sever Dagoth-Ur's connection to the Heart of Lorkhan and thus destroy Dagoth-Ur. Okay. So phase 1, raids inside Ghost Fence. The Tribunal Ordinators and buoyant armigers are familiar with the terrain and will provide maps and current intelligence reports. The region inside the Ghost Fence is dangerous, and the Nerevarine will need to be familiar with its particular challenges. After measuring skills and resources against Dagoth-Ur's defenses, the Nerevarine will know better how to pace a campaign, alternating raids with improving skill, getting better equipment, and stockpiling resources. Phase 2, raids upon the Ash Vampire Citadels. Dagoth-Ur's kin have become markedly more powerful in recent decades after remaining stable for thousands of years. If they can be individually isolated and destroyed, they will not be able to support Dagoth-Ur in later stages of the war. It may also be that the dramatic increase in their power comes from the items enchanted by Dagoth-Ur. Salvage of such items might contribute to our resources. Assault on the Gate Citadel Venmainel. Essential to recover the artifact Hammer Sunda. Phase 5. The Ash Vampire Dagoth Vaimai has possession of Sunda and probably seeks to destroy the secrets of its enchantments. He may also have access to notebooks and journals of Kaganak that have survived in Dwemer workshops in Vamanel. Assault on the Gate Citadel or Dulcel. Essential to recover the artifact blade Keening for Phase 5. The Ash Vampire Dagoth Ordris has possession of Keening and probably seeks to discover the secrets of its enchantments. He may also have access to notebooks and journals of Kaganak that have survived the Dwemer workshops in Dulcel. Assault on Citadel Dagoth. All the previous stages are preparations for this stage. Recent expeditions show that Citadel Dagoth has undergone extensive expansion. The location will need to be explored carefully. The known routes to the Heart Chamber will be well defended. Alternate routes may exist. Dagoth-Ur has anticipated our plan to destroy him by attacking the Heart, and he will almost certainly personally opposed approach to the hot chamber. Together, the tribunal could not defeat him. He has grown stronger since then. Admittedly, the tribunal has distraction of maintaining the ghost fence simultaneously with fighting Dagoth-Ur, but even so, the challenge seems daunting. The adoption of this phased campaign seems to offer the best chances of success. In retrospect, the tribunal's decision to directly assault Citadel Dagoth rather than proceed step by step through lesser objectives has been seen to have been a serious error. The tribunal did not feel it had the option of a slow pace and deliberate campaign, given that they had many other competing priorities, not the least of which was the maintenance of Ghost Fence and the outer defenses surrounding Red Mountain. The Nerevarine, on the other hand, should be best served by a careful step-by-step advance, with additional advantage of building confidence along the way, while successes would undermine Dagoth-Ur's own assurance of his defenses. Employing Cognac's tools against Dagoth-Ur. The source of Dagoth-Ur's supernatural power is the Heart of Lochon. The Heart is the source of the Tribunal's divine powers. During mythic times, the gods took and hid Lochon's heart beneath Red Mountain as a punishment for creating the mortal plane. The Dwemer discovered the heart while building the underground colonies. High Craft Lord Cognac created enchanted tools intended to trap the power of the heart. The War of the First Council was fought to prevent this sacrilege. Cognac's use of these tools and the disappearance of the Dwemer race marked the end of the war. Cognac's tools were recovered by Lord Nerevar and Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur was left to guard the tools while Nerevar came to consult with us, his advisors. In Nerevar's absence, Dagoth-Ur experimented with the tools upon the heart and was corrupted. We returned to discover a deranged Dagoth-Ur who refused to turn over the tools. When he attacked us, we drove him away. We left Red Mountain with the tools, and subsequently Sota Sil discovered their secrets. Collectively, we used the tools to establish a connection with the heart, enabling us to transform our mortal natures. Thus, we became the Tribunal. Dagoth-Ur had survived our attacks, and without the tools, in a manner not well understood, Dagoth-Ur also managed to establish a connection with the heart and transform himself into an immortal being. Our plan to destroy Dagoth-Ur runs the risk of destroying the Tribunal. The plan is to permanently disrupt Cognac's enchantments upon the heart, severing the connections with Dagoth-Ur and ourselves, and rendering us all once again mortal. A mortal Cognac may then be destroyed by mundane means. The loss of godhood and the possible death of the Tribunal are judged a necessary risk and sacrifice. Oh wow, buddy. The normal procedure for establishing connection with the heart is a 3-step process. The wearer of Wraithguard strikes the heart with the hammer of Sunder, causing the heart to produce a pure tone. Then the wearer of Wraithguard strikes the heart with the blade Keening, shattering the pure tone into a prison of tone shades. The tone shades are then imprinted upon the substance of the wearer of Wraithguard, giving him an immortal and divine nature. I'm going to become immortal? The Nerevarine will not be taught the secret rituals required to perform the 3rd step. Instead, the Nerevarine will strike the heart with Keening for the 2nd time, causing its tones to diverge into unstable patterns of interference. Oh, okay. So I won't become immortal? Further repeated strikes with Keening will further disrupt the tones, and with the ultimate result of shattering and dispelling Cognac's original enchantments, binding the heart, thereby severing the heart's links with Dagoth-Ur and with the surviving heart whites, and with the Tribunal. Destroying Cognac's enchantments on the heart will also stop the corrupt effusion of the heart's divine power and end the blight on Morrowind. So I have to sacrifice immortality too, because if I stopped, I'd be immortal. But if I keep going, I destroy the heart. The Nerevarine may be tempted to steal the power of the heart. Dagoth-Ur and Sota Sil alone know this secret. Dagoth-Ur may, in extremity, propose to teach the Nerevarine to use Cognac's tools to become a god. We doubt that the Nerevarine is fool enough to trust Dagoth-Ur and are content to take this risk. Be warned, the Nerevarine cannot safely equip either Keening or Sunder unless wearing Wraithguard. The Nerevarine will be injured every moment while holding either of these artifacts unless protected by Wraithguard. Persistence will be rewarded with death. If the Nerevarine can equip the item while not wearing Wraithguard and receive no injury, the item is a counterfeit. Oh lord. So there are counterfeits? Oh my lord, what if I get the wrong ones? One last note, Dagoth-Ur must not get a hold of Wraithguard. The Nerevarine must prepare to use recall or Amcivi intervention if there is any risk of death or capture. Oh Lord, the element of surprise. Dagoth will not expect you to destroy Cogonac's enchantments on the heart. He does not know it is possible. He would not do it himself, and he knows we have never tried it. He will not believe anyone would want to sacrifice the promise of such power. Further advancement into House Dagoth is, in all great houses, is by challenge and confrontation within the hierarchy. The Nerevarine challenges and defeats of the Ash Vampires and battles with the Sixth House will be viewed in that light. But if we've never tried it, then how do we know it's gonna work? Oh Lord. Dagoth and his kin may assume the Nerevarines' ambition is to control the heart. Given that assumption, it is only reasonable that the Nerevarine would try to defeat each of Dagoth's subordinates in turn, working up to Dagoth. If the Nerevarine can defeat Dagoth and control the heart, so much the better. But logically, the Nerevarine would be wise to raise as high in the hierarchy as possible before cutting a deal with the head of the house. Dagoth should try to recruit the Nerevarine into House Dagoth. It may be possible to pretend to join him, then betray him. However, any attempt to deceive him would be very risky. House Dagoth has a tradition of subterfuge and treachery, and because he is a deceiver, he will expect deception. Closing remarks. We place no compulsion upon the Nerevarine to adhere to the plans described here. We believe that they offer the best chance of destroying Dagoth, but we also have chosen to place our trust in the Neverarine's judgment and skill. Frankly, we see no alternative. They're placing a gamble that I'm gonna be good. Oh Lord. If there are doubts or questions, speak with Vivec. He has agreed to serve as the Neverarine's guide and counsel for this campaign. It may be that if the Nerevarine succeeds, the tribunal will not survive. Such sentiments as might have been expressed to the tribunal should, in that case, be addressed to the land and the people of Morrowind. May the happy convergence of fortune and prayer meet in our destiny. On behalf of Lady Alamaxia and Lord Sotasil, Vivec. I gotta take this. I hope it's not theft. Okay. The battle at Red Mountain. Plans. Nerevar at Red Mountain. Okay. Woo! Story time, y'all. Story time. The Battle of Red Mountain and the rise and fall of the tribunal. The following is a transcript of the words of Lord Vivec addressed to the dissonant priest, Malor Omayan, who confronted Vivec with the Ashlander tradition surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain and with the prophecies of the Nerevarine, and to the unnamed magistrates of the Inquisition who joined Vivec in interrogating the dissident priest. Who can clearly recall the events of the distant past? But you have asked me to tell you, in my own words, the events surrounding the Battle of Red Mountain, the birth of the tribunal, and the prophecies of Nerevar Reborn. Here is what I can tell you. When the Chimer first abandoned the herds and tents of their nomadic ancestors and built the first of the great houses, we loved the Daedra and worshipped them as gods. But our brethren, the Dwemer, scorned the Daedra and mocked our foolish rituals and preferred instead their gods of reason and logic. So the Chimer and the Dwemer were always at bitter war until the Nords came and invaded Resdayan. Only then did the Chimer and the Dwemer put away their strife and join together to cast out the invaders. Once the Nords were driven out, General Nerevar of the Chimer and General Dumac of the Dwemer, who came to love and respect one another, resolved to make peace between their peoples. In that time, I was but a junior counselor of Nerevar and Nerevar's queen, Alamaxia. And his other favorite counselor, Sotasil, always doubted that such a peace might long survive, given the bitter disputes between the Chimer and the Dwemer. But by negotiation and compromise, Nerevar and Dumac somehow managed to preserve a fragile peace. But when Dagoth, Lord of House Dagoth, entrusted as a friend of both Nerevar and the Dwemer, brought us proof that High Engineer Cogonac of the Dwemer had discovered the heart of Larkon, that he had learned how to tap its powers, and was building a new god, a mockery of Chimer faith and fearsome weapon, we all urged Nerevar to make war on the dwarves and to destroy the threat to Chimer belief and security. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumac and asked if what Dagoth said was true, but Cogonac took great offense and asked whom Nerevar thought he was, that he might presume to judge the affairs of the Dwemer. Nerevar was further troubled and made pilgrimage to Holamayan, the sacred temple of Azora, and Azora confirmed that all of Dagoth said was indeed true, and that the creation of a new god, the Dwemer, should be prevented at all costs. When Nerevar came back and told us what the goddess said, We felt our judgments confirmed and again counseled him to war, chiding Nerevar for his naive trust and friendship, and reminding Nerevar of his duty to protect the faith and security of the Chimer against the impiety and dangerous ambitions of the Dwemer. Aww. Nerevar went back to Vvardenfell one last time, hoping that negotiations and compromise might once again preserve the peace, but this time his friends Nerevar and Dumac quarreled bitterly, and as a result the Chimer and the Dwemer went to war. The Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain, but Nerevar's cunning drew most of Dumac's armies out into the field and pinned them there, while Nerevar, Dagoth-Ur, and a small group of companions could make their way into the Heart Chamber by secret means. There Nerevar and the Chimer King met Dumac, the Dwarf King, and they both collapsed from grievous wounds and draining magics. With Dumac fallen, and threatened by Dagoth-Ur and others, Cogganac turned his tools upon the Heart, and Nerevar said he saw Cogganac and all his Dwemer companions at once disappear from the world. In that instant, Dwemer everywhere disappeared without a trace, but Cogganac's tools remained, and Dagoth-Ur seized them. He carried them to Nerevar, saying, "That fool Cogganac has destroyed his own people with these things. We should destroy them right away, lest they fall into the wrong hands." But Nerevar was resolved to confer with his queen and his generals, who had foreseen that this war would come, and whose counsel he would not ignore again. "I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have had the wisdom in the past that I have not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth-Ur, until I return." So Nerevar told Dagoth-Ur to protect the tools and the Heart Chamber until he returned. If he would have destroyed them then and there, it would have been over. Then Nerevar was carried to us, where we awaited on the slopes of Red Mountain, and he told us all that transpired under Red Mountain. What Nerevar said was that the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals, and that the Heart of Larkhan held wondrous powers. Only later did we hear the others present that Dagoth-Ur had thought the Dwemer destroyed, not made immortal. And no one knows for sure what really happened there. Upon hearing Nerevar, we gave our counsel as he requested, proposing, "We shall preserve these tools in trust for the welfare of the Chimer people, and who knows, perhaps the Dwemer are not gone forever, but merely transported to some distant realm from which they may someday return to threaten our society once again. Therefore, we need to keep these tools to study them and their principles so that we may be safe in future generations." And though Nerevar voiced his grave misgivings, he was willing to be ruled by our council under one condition, that we all together would swear a solemn oath upon Azora that the tools would never be used in profane manner and that the Dwemer had intended. We were all readily agreed and swore solemn oaths at Nerevar's dictation. So then we went to Nerevar back into Red Mountain and met Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur refused to deliver the tools to us, saying that they were dangerous and that we could not touch them. Dagoth-Ur seemed irrational, insisting that only he could be trusted with the tools, and then we guessed that he had somehow been affected by his handling of the tools. But now I feel sure that he had privately learned the power of the tools and had in some confused way decided that he must have them for himself. Then Nerevar and our god resorted to force to secure the tools. Somehow Dagoth-Ur and his retainers escaped, but we gained the tools and delivered them to Sotasil for study and safekeeping. For some years we kept the oaths we swore to Azora with Nerevar, but during that time, in secret, Sotasil must have studied the tools and divined their mysteries. And at last he came to us with a vision of a new world of peace, with justice and honor for nobles and health and prosperity for the commodores, with the tribunal as immortal patrons and guides, and dedicating ourselves to this vision of a better world. We made a pilgrimage to Red Mountain and transformed ourselves with the power of Cogganac's tools. And no sooner had we completed our rituals and begun to discover our newfound powers that the Daedra Lord Azora appeared and cursed us for our forsworn oaths. By her powers and prophecy, she assured us that her champion Nerevar, true to his oath, would return to punish us for our profundity, and make sure such profane knowledge might never again be used to mock and defy the will of the gods. But Sotasil said to us, "The old gods are cruel and arbitrary, and distant from the hopes and fears of Myr. Your age is past. We are the new gods, born of flesh, and wise and caring of the needs of our people. Spare us your threats and chiding inconsistent spirit. We are bold and fresh and will not fear you." And then in that moment, all the Chimer were changed into Dunmer, and our skins were turned ashen and our eyes into fire. Of course, we only knew at that time that this had happened to us, but Azora said, "This is not my act, but your act. You have chosen your fate and the fate of your people. All the Dunmer shall share your fate. From now to the end of time, you think yourselves gods, but you are blind in all darkness." And Azora left us alone in darkness, and we were all afraid, but we put on brave faces and went forth from Red Mountain to build a new world of our dreams. And the new world we shaped was glorious and generous, and the wisdom of the Dunmer fragrant and grateful. The Dunmer were at first afraid of our new faces, but Sotasil spoke to them, saying that it was not a curse but a blessing, and the sign of our changed natures, the sign of special favors they might enjoy as Numer, no longer barbarians, trembling before ghosts and spirits, but civilized Mer, speaking directly to their immortal friends and patrons, the three faces of the tribunal. And we were all inspired by Sotasil's speech and vision, and took heart. Over time, we crafted customs and institutions, and just and honorable society, the land of Resdell, known millennia of peace, equity, and prosperity unknown to other savage races. But beneath Red Mountain, Dagoth-Ur had survived, and even as the light of our bold new world shined ever more brightly, beneath Red Mountain, the darkness gathered, a darkness that was close kin to the bright light that Sotasil coaxed from the heart of Larkhan and the tools of Kaganak. As the darkness grew, we fought it, crafted the walls to confine it, but we never could destroy it, for the source of the darkness was the same source as our own divine inspiration. And in these latter days of Morrowind, reduced to subjugated province of Western Empire, as the glory of the temple fades and the dark tide rises from Red Mountain, we are reminded of Azora and her promise champion's return. We have waited blind in darkness, mere shadows, drained of our ardent vision, in shame of our folly, in fear of our judgment, in hope of our deliverance. We do not know if the outlander claiming to fulfill the prophecies of the Nerevarine is our old champion Nerevar reborn, or a pawn of the Emperor, or a cat's spew of Azora, or a simple twist of fate. But we insist you adhere to temple doctrine and conform to the scriptures dividing the Hygrapha from the Apocrypha, and that you speak not that which must not be spoken openly. Act as dutiful priests should, in accordance with your vows of obedience to the canons and archcanons, and all will be forgiven. Defy me, and you will know what it is to stand against a god. Vivec. You know, a lot of threats for someone who broke the world. Also, how come the same thing that happened to the Dwemer didn't happen to the Chima who took the power? That's strange, right? You'd think that would have been more consistent. All right, these are Dagoth-Ur's plans. The following documents are prepared by the temple scholars and agents of the Inquisition of Lord Vivec. All right, so these are the interrogations. From interrogations of captured sleepers and other Sixth House cultists, and from the study of manuscripts written by cultists and victims of dream-induced mania, from interviews with Lord Vivec concerning his historical campaigns against Red Mountain, and from broad conjectures of inferences made upon these materials, this is our best estimate of Dagoth-Ur's motivations and objectives in this most recent phase of his war upon Morrowind. Basic objectives. 1. Establish a theocracy in Morrowind based on the worship of newborn god Akulakan, Second Numinium, to be created by Dagoth-Ur from the heart of Larkhan and the body constructed according to the principles and rituals pioneered by the Dwemer Kaganak. Establish ancient heirs of House Dagoth as god priests of Akulakan, and the Sixth House Dagoth-Ur as dominant political power in Morrowind. Through charismatic conversion, unite Dunmer under the guidance of Dagoth-Ur to battle against the foreign animals who hold Morrowind in subjugation. Dagoth-Ur has apparently adopted the views and motivations of the Dwemer High Craft Lord Kaganak. In effect, he recapitulates the ancient blasphemous folly of the Dwemer. 2. Expose the false worship of the tribunal and destroy the ecclesiastical authority and political power of the temple. How much the dissident priests of the cult of Nerevarine may be controlled or influenced by the Sixth House in this regard is up to speculation. 3. Extirpate all remaining individuals of inferior and Mongol races from Morrowind. Oh my lord. 4. Drive the Empire from Morrowind. 5. Recover the ancient territories stolen by Skyrim and Argonia. 6. Extend the worship of Akulakan to all nations of Tamriel through subversion and conquest. Plans to establish and expand the Sixth House. Phase 1, secure Red Mountain against the Tribunal invaders. Deny Tribunal access to the Heart, weakening the Tribunal while securing Red Mountain from creation of Akula Khan. Keep the construction of the second Numinium a secret. Phase 2, create passive servants in ever-widening circles around Red Mountain by broadcasting compulsions crouched in dream imagery to susceptible subjects in their sleep. Establish a major operational base in Kogoran for further operations in Ash Waste. Establish smaller bases near small port villages in lower-class waterfront districts in Vivec. Infiltrate and subvert smuggling syndicates. Recruit willing followers from disaffected populations, including the underworld, the poor, the rabid anti-imperial activists. Phase 3, expand from smaller bases to other towns and villages. Recruit and indoctrinate subjects made susceptible by dream sendings. Occupy abandoned towers and ruins and train corrupted cultists as raiders and irregular troops. Identify, discredit, and decimate possible sources of political resistance. Phase 4, use assassination and terror to weaken, distract, and disrupt the legions and the imperial bureaucracy. Along with their Halu sympathizers, inspire popular uprisings of native poor against the foreign rich and powerful. Summon sleepers and dreamers to Dagoth-Ur to work on Second Numinium. Inferring Dagoth-Ur's perspectives. Dagoth-Ur thinks on large time scale, for the most part an outside of time scale of divine consciousness. He thinks that only obstacles of mythic scale are worth consideration. He believes he is fated to rule Morrowind, to free Morrowind of the Empire, and to become the new hard-loving father of Morrowind. Given that perspective, the only opposing forces Dagoth-Ur worries about are the Tribunal, the Daedra, the Emperor, and the Incarnate. That's me. With the Tribunal's loss of Sunder and Keening, and with the diminishing resources of Vivec, Alamaxia, and Sota Sil, Dagoth-Ur believes he has permanently gained a decisive strategic advantage. On a mortal time scale, the battle may last for centuries, but the outcome is in no doubt. And Akula Khan may be a device for dramatically reducing the time scale for a decisive victory. The myth of dynamic invincibility of the Emperor and the Empire has long been an unqualifiable and intimidating threat. But recent rumors of unrest in Cyrodiil and the Emperor's failing health and the unsettled question of the succession has diminished the scale of that threat. Nevertheless, the revelation that the Nerevarine is a pawn of the Imperial intelligence handpicked and sent to Morrowind by the Emperor himself may cause Dagoth-Ur considerable anxiety. The Daedra represent no coherent obstacle to Dagoth-Ur. Nonetheless, their personal abilities and their influence upon their fanatic followers is considerable. Their motives and actions are obscure, and Dagoth-Ur remains concerned about them. The Incarnate represents Saint Nerevar, a mythic force that has previously defeated Dagoth-Ur, and Dagoth-Ur is obsessed with that threat. At the same time, Dagoth-Ur knew Nerevar personally and knew that he was a mortal man with faults and weaknesses. Dagoth-Ur may have some hope of seducing and negotiating with Nerevar's reincarnation. Further, when Nerevar and the Tribunal defeated Dagoth-Ur, they were strong and allied. Now the Nerevarine and the Tribunal are weak, opposed, and divided. Therefore, though the Nerevarine and the Tribunal represent the most serious threat to Dagoth-Ur's plans, he still has good reason to believe that this time he will prevail. A recent timescale of Dagoth-Ur's activities, much of the following timescale is based on inference from incomplete information. Before the Second Era 882, Dagoth-Ur and his kin lie dreaming beneath the sills of Red Mountain. Second Era 882, Dagoth-Ur and his ash vampires awake, refreshed, and emerge from the lower Red Mountain in the Hot Chamber. Dagoth-Ur ritually binds himself and his brethren as Hot Whites in a ritual of his own devising. First stages of construction of the Second Numinium, conceived during long sleep, are begun by Hot Whites and Atronach constructs in the chamber near the Heart of Lochon. Sleeping the Second Numinium project, a secret from the Tribunal, is high priority. The Tribunal arrive at Red Mountain for their annual ritual, bathing in the Hot's power. Dagoth-Ur and ash vampires ambush the Tribunal. The Tribunes are driven away, prevented from restoring themselves with Cognac's tools at the Heart of Lochon. It's the Second Era 882 to Third Era 417. intermittent tribunal campaigns assault Red Mountain. Tribunal and supporting forces seek to force access into the Heart Chamber and are repeatedly driven back. Dagoth recruits and sleepers and dreamers through dream sendings. Cultists are recruited through dream compulsion. Weaker cultists become corpus beasts. Stronger cultists advance through stages towards power of ascended sleepers. Third Era 400, Kagorun, reoccupied by Dagoth Uthal, fortified as advanced base of the Sixth House operations. Blight storm more frequent and widespread. Soul sickness spreads in regions close to Red Mountain. Third Era 410, Sixth House bases found near Golakmar in the waterfront areas of Vivec. Sixth House operations exploit smuggler organizations. Communications spread their influence among victims unbalanced by Dagoth dreams and sending. Third Era 415, small cells of the Sixth House cultists in every town in Voddenfell. Larger Sixth House operations are concealed in remote dungeons where creatures are bred and cultists are trained for the coming struggle. Third Era 417, Alamaxia and Sotasil lose the artifacts Keening and Sunder to Dagoth, Ordris, and Vaemai. Vivec rescued Alamaxia and Sotasil, but failing to recover Keening and Sunder, the Tribunal retreat from Red Mountain in disorder. Surviving Buoyant Armagir companions know the Tribunal was forced to retreat, and do not know how serious a reversal the Tribunal has suffered. The three tribunes return to their respective capitals, continue to perform their ritual functions. The tribunes continue to grow weaker without access to the heart and become resources required to support the ghost fence. The inner circle of the tribunal priesthood has begun to suspect the tribunes have suffered seriously from the wounds and demoralization in the wake of reverses at Red Mountain, but do not recognize the scale of the problem. Third Era 426-27, campaign of the Sixth House assassinations of prominent Imperial citizens of the Halu Imperial sympathizers. Sudden increase in the number and seriousness of the attacks by cultists and victims deranged by soul sickness. Noted with concern, Dagoth can apparently perceive and communicate directly through his cultists. Sleepers and dreamers are often reported speaking through with Dagoth voice and intention. Little is known about feature, scale, or stage of the completion of Akula Khan, Second Numinium. No one has gained entrance to the Heart Chamber since the Second Era 282. In the Third Era 417, Keening and Sunder were captured and may substantially aid Akula Khan's construction. Okay, buddy. Last one. Nerevar at Red Mountain. The following is from the Apocrypha, the hidden writings of the Tribunal Temple. It is a scholarly retelling of a tradition transmitted through the Ashlanders concerning the Battle of Red Mountain and subsequent events. The Ashlanders associate this tale with the telling of Alandra Sul, a shield companion of Nerevar, who came to live among the Ashlanders after the death of Nerevar and during the ascension of the Tribunal. There are many variant treatments of this story, but the primary elements are consistent throughout tradition. The murder of Nerevar and the tragic fate of Dagoth and the profane source of the Tribunal's divine power are denied by the Temple doctrine as ignorant Ashlander superstition and not widely known among civilized Dunmer. Ooh, an alternate history. Resdayn, present-day Morrowind, was contested ground between two very different types of Mer. The Chimer, who worshipped the Daedra, and the Dwemer, who worshipped a profane and secret power. These two people warred with each other constantly until their lands were invaded by young, vibrant, and violent alien culture, the Nords. Two heroes, one from the Chimer and one from the Dwemer, Induril Nerevar and Dumak Dwarf Orc, made peace between their people and together ousted the alien invaders. Then these two heroes worked long and hard to maintain that peace thereafter, though their counselors thought it could not last, or worse, that it shouldn't. So the story seems pretty consistent so far. Nerevar's queen and his generals, Alamaxia, Sotasil, Vivec, told him to claim all of Resdell for himself. But Nerevar would not listen, for he remembered his friendship with Dumak. There would be only peace. Until Dagoth arrived, House Dagoth had discovered the source of profane and secret power of the Dwemer, the legendary heart of Lorkhan, which Dumak's people had used to make themselves immortal and beyond the measure of gods. In fact, one of their high priests, Kaganak, was building a new god so that the Dwemer could claim Resdell for their own. The Tribunal urged Nerevar again to make war on the dwarves. Nerevar was troubled. He went to Dumak, his friend of old, and asked what Dagoth said was true. But Kaganak and the high priest of the Dwemer had kept their new god a secret from their king, and Dumak said that the Dwemer were innocent of any wrongdoing. Nerevar was troubled again and made a pilgrimage to Halamayan, the sacred temple of Azora, who confirmed that all that Dagoth-Ur said was indeed true, and that the new god of the Dwemer should be destroyed not only for the safety of Resdale, but for the whole world. When Nerevar went back and told his tribunal what the goddess had said, his queen and generals felt themselves proved aright, and again counseled him to war. There were reasons that the Dwemer and Chimer hated each other forever. Finally, Nerevar, angered that his friend Dumac would lie to him, went back to Vaudenfell. This time, the Chimer king was arrayed in alms and armor and had his hosts around him, and he spoke harshly to Dumac, king of Red Mountain. "You must give up your worship of the heart of Lorkhan, or I shall forget our friendship and the deeds that were accomplished in its name." And Dumac, who still knew nothing of Cogonac's new god, but proud and protective as ever of his people, said, "We shall not relinquish that which has been our way for years beyond reckoning, just as the Chimer would not relinquish their ties to the lords and ladies of Oblivion. And to come at my door in this way, arrayed in arms and armor and with your hosts around them, tells me that you have already forgotten our friendship. Stand down, my sweet Nerevar, or I swear by 15 golden tones, I shall kill you and all your people." And so the Chimer and the Dwemer went to war, and the Dwemer were well defended by their fortress at Red Mountain. But bravery and cleverness of Nerevar's queen and generals drew most of Dumac's armies out into the field and kept them there, so that Nerevar and Dagoth-Ur could make their way to the Heart Chamber by secret means. Oh, okay. There Nerevar met Dumac and the Dwarf King, and they both fell from grievous wounds. Dagoth-Ur slew Cogonac and took the tools the Dwemer used to tap the power of the heart. He went to his dying lord Nerevar and asked him what to do with these tools. Oh Lord, and Nerevar summoned Azora again. She showed them how to use the tools to separate the power of the heart from the Dwemer people. This is their story. And on the fields, the tribunal and their armies watched as the Dwemer turned into dust all around them as their stolen immortality was taken away. They think they died. Back at Red Mountain, Nerevar told Dagoth-Ur to protect the tools in the Heart Chamber until he returned. Dagoth-Ur said, "But shouldn't we destroy these tools at once so that they might never be used for evil again?" But Nerevar was confused by his wounds and his sorrow, for he still loved Dumac and the Dwemer people, and so went to the fields outside Red Mountain to confer with his queen and his generals, who foresaw that this war would come, and whose counsel he would not ignore again. "I will ask the tribunal what we shall do with them, for they have had wisdom in the past that I had not. Stay here, loyal Dagoth-Ur, until I return." Then Nerevar told his queen and generals all that had transpired under Red Mountain, and how the Dwemer had used special tools to turn their people into immortals of wondrous power of the heart of Lorkhan. The tribunal decided that the Chimer should learn how to use this power so that Nerevar might claim Resdale and the world for his people. Nerevar did not expect or want this, so he asked his queen and generals to help him summon Azora yet again for her guidance. But the tribunal had become as greedy as Cogonac upon hearing the power of the heart, and they coveted it. They made the ritual as if to summon Azora and as Nerevar wanted, but Alamaxia used poisoned candles, and Sotasil used poisoned robes, and Vivec poisoned incantations. Nerevar was murdered. And they think he covered it up. They think that the tribunal covered it up. Oh Lord. Then Azora came forth anyway, cursed the tribunal for their foul deeds. She told them that she would use their powers over dusk and dawn to make sure Nerevar would come back and make things right again. But the tribunal laughed at her and said that soon they would be gods themselves, and that Chimer people would forget their old ways and worship. And Azora knew that this would be true, and that it would take a long time before her power might bring Nerevar back. "What you have done here today is foul beyond measure, and you will grow to regret it, for lives of gods are not what mortals think, and matters that weigh only years to mortals weigh on gods forever." And so that they might know forever their wicked deeds, Azora changed the Chimer into Dunmer, and their skin turned ashen and their eyes into fire. Let this mark remind you of your true selves, who like ghouls fed on nobility, heroism, and the trust of their king. And the tribunal went into Red Mountain and met with Dagoth-Ur. Dagoth-Ur saw what had to be done, for his skin had changed as well. And he tried to avenge the death of Nerevar, but to no avail. He was driven off and thought dead. The tribunal found the tools that he had been guarding, and through the study of Cogonac's methods, turned themselves into gods. Oh, Lord. He was driven off and thought dead. Thousands of years after their apotheosis, the tribunal are still gods of Morrowind, and the old ways of worship are remembered only by a few. The murder of Nerevar is known to fewer, but his queen and generals still fear his return, for the words of Azora linger long, and they see the mark of her curse on their people every day. Lord, you know what's wild about this is that Vivec would have reason to hide this if this was the truth, to tell a different story, but he is telling me this. He's telling me this. Maybe he's afraid that if the Ashlanders told me this and I only heard it from them, that I wouldn't trust him. So he's like, no, here it is. Here it all is, right? So you trust me, right? Because I'm telling you their lies, but I'm also telling you the truth. And maybe his fear is, maybe he really does want me to defeat Dagoth-Ur. He really does want that, but he thinks that I won't go forward with his plan, which he thinks is superior to any plan that I might have. So he's like, you don't have to do it, but it's the best plan we have. He's trying to get me to trust him, so I'll do it. Oh, Lord, y'all. This is awesome. Oh, man. I'm excited. Next time, we're going to Red Mountain, y'all. We are going to Red Mountain. Thank you so much for watching, and if you liked the video, don't be afraid to subscribe. Bye, y'all.